Well, hey, comfortable man. I wasn't expecting to get on yet. I was sitting back in the background. Uh, what are you up to tonight? I'm trying to experiment. I was trying to get my son on here, and we were going to kind of experiment with his new camera, and he's not gotten back. Him and his wife took a little trip, and they hadn't gotten back yet. So I was doing that. What you up to tonight? Yeah, I wasn't expecting many people on. I'm kind of just doing a little experiment. Hey, Walter. Hey, Greg. Hey, Joshua. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'm just kind of laying back here on a Friday night, just taking it easy. Experiment with over here working on some of my equipment and a few things. I was trying to get a few things going. Hey, ATC man, you're not doing much tonight, are you, Walter? Yeah. Well, I'm not doing too awful much myself. Been a very busy week. Uh, I'm trying to figure out why my links are. It's not showing any of my links over here. How many people I got on? My viewers. Well, there it finally popped up. There it finally popped up. I had a few. Yeah, I've been trying to get some things done. Hey, EVT, you working hard? You keeping Atlanta straight, boy? Whew, I tell you what, it's rough. Me sending my drivers down to Atlanta, I had to tell them to be real careful, especially out on the interstate and everything. And it's really a ragged time out there right now. Yeah, it's not a happy time out there, especially in some of these big cities. We got to watch every move we make and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I was hoping to get my son. He and his wife are out. Well, they were out walking. Is what they were doing, and he was going to come back. I don't know if he's going to be dead tired or not, and he was going to get online with me. He's got a new camera, and he was going to try to experiment with. Hey, Ponka, haven't seen you in a while. You finally been able to get in here and chat a little bit, huh? Yeah, I know. I know. It's some things that we can't control out there, and a lot of things have gotten out of our control. A lot of things have gotten to the point where we need to just kind of step back and reevaluate some things. And I don't know. Yeah, I know. I get fearful of all my tractor trailer trucks running out there because it can be it can flare up anywhere, and we just don't know uh, what what's going to be the hot spot, you know, tomorrow, today, whenever. It's really funny out there. We all going to have to kind of stand our ground and watch our backside because you could get yourself in trouble in a minute's notice, And I'm just I'm very fearful of where this country's going right now. I mean, we've got some crazy situations, and we've got people bowing down to demands that they shouldn't, and I'm really not happy with it. Yeah, I know. The Atlanta Police Department just said, "Hey, if you're not going to back us, we're out of here," and you cannot blame anybody. Hey, Jerry, how are you? Um, yeah, it's terrible. In Auburn, Alabama, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Surely not. Uh, I hope not. I mean, well, there's crazies all over. I mean, we've had them up here in Charlotte, and we've had them everything. And if a person wants to protest, that's fine. But protest and vigilante are two different things. I mean, if you, all right, this is my son calling me back here. Hey, Steve. I sent you a link. Just go to your email. I did to the Baldor email, and just click on that link and get your camera and your microphone and everything ready, and then I'll bring you on the screen. I'm already online here chatting with some people. You want to do that? Are you downstairs with your computer? Just go to your S Baldor, your S Jones, the Baldor one, and it will be just click on. There's a link that I sent you. You'll see. Well, it doesn't matter. Do what now? Do you not? Okay. All right. Well, send me your email and I'll copy it. I'll do a copy and paste. Yeah, you just send me a link to your email and I'll copy and paste that and put you on here. I'm gonna try to get a couple other people on if I can. Just try to do a little live stream here. And then we can check out your camera and everything. All right. I'll just I'll be watching for your email, okay? And then I'll do a cut and paste. All right. Yeah, I've got my son online there. My son's a electrical engineer at Baldor. Well, it's ABB now, but it was everybody has Baldor motors. Like on air compressors, all the way up to big mining equipment. He works for Baldor and they build the DC motors. And I was going to put him on. He's pretty good with everything. He's been good with computers ever since he was a little boy, and he ain't a little boy no more. You still there? I think he hung up. Okay. Let me see if I can get his email. He was going to send me an email. Let me get out here, chat among yourself, guys. I am going to be checking an email if I can get one right quick from him and do a cut and paste. Let me see what I can do with my son. I thought I had all that.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Have you sent me a link?
I sent you a link, yeah.
Okay. All right.
The one for work is gonna get it won't go through. It'll get scanned.
Oh, it gets scanned and everything. Okay.
Get scanned and then probably deleted. It won't even come to me, I would think.
Okay. All right. Well, if you've sent
Google.
Let me see if I got an update to yours. I forgot about you. Got a VP. Oh, there you are. There you are right there. Okay. What I'll do, I will grab this one and I'll send you a link back.
Okay.
And then you can join in. Let me grab that and send you an invite. Let me do a copy of that. And let me get back to your email. And if I can get all my fingers going right. All right, I'm gonna do a reply to you. And I'm just gonna put the link in there, and you should be able to. I'm gonna be able to
set up this DJI app.
Just can you not see the camera and everything right now? All you have to do is be able to see the camera and the microphone. You don't have to set up an app. But I'll send you the link.
Okay.
I'll send you the link when you get the camera set up. Then just pop in, and I'll see you on the screen. It shows a side screen there. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. I've sent you the. Yeah, I've sent you the link. It should take a second or two. You should have the link. You'll see it. It's a StreamYard link. Have you got it yet?
No.
Okay.
Thought about it.
Do I now?
Be instant.
Huh?
It should be instant.
Well, it almost is. Hey, Chris, I'm glad to see you in here. Chris, your those screwdrivers got shipped out Wednesday. I was so late and everything. I got yours and Blake's out on Wednesday. Have you got the email yet? I just did a reply.
Yeah, it popped up.
Did it pop up?
Yeah.
Okay. All you have to do is your camera and microphone visible?
It's separate. It's independent. That's why I might set it up. I'm gonna have to.
You just can't get it go through Windows.
Not
the media.
Not.
Well, just go ahead and set it up, and then hook to that link when you can, Steve.
All right.
All right. Just
All right,
I'll if you get it hooked up and everything, click on the link, and it'll show you on the screen down here that I'm viewing, and I'll know when somebody's in the background. Okay.
All right.
All right. See you in a little bit, maybe.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye. Yeah, that's my son I was talking to, guys. He's, like I said, he's an electrical engineer at Baldor ABB.
No text found at that location. No text
Well,
found.
whoops. Now everything's getting wild on me here. Yeah, I hope everybody's been good. You've been doing 70-hour weeks, have you, Ponco? Well, I'm glad I got on here tonight because you missed the Sunday morning ones a good many times. Yeah, you've missed those, so I'm glad to see you on here and everything. Chris, did you get a notification from FedEx Ground by any chance? I know that Blake said right after I'd done it, he got a notification on his phone that he was getting that. I didn't know if you'd got a notification or not either. You'll probably be Monday because they're not going to FedEx Ground. Going to Kansas, it's probably going to take 3 days because they'll have to ship it from Charlotte to Lenexa, and then from Lenexa back out to a station, and then a station ought to get it. That's the way I'm figuring it anyway. Well, I guess Chris may not still be in here. I don't know. He said he would just popping in. Are you still in here, Chris, by any chance? Let me see if I can grab anything here. I'm trying to go through my old text here and everything. Hey, Rigo, how are you? I guess that's right. Rigo. I would say give me a thumbs up. Is Rigo Lopez the right way, right pronunciation? Or Rico? It wouldn't be Rico, wouldn't it? It would be Rigo or Rigo. I am not good with names sometimes, and I don't want to mispronounce them. I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, you've been doing Sundays good. Yeah, you've been missing all my shows on Sundays lately. Yeah, you used to be the first one in, Ponca, and then all of a sudden I saw no Ponca there for about 3 or 4 weeks. And I go, wow, what's happened to Ponca? Because you were always the early bird. Well, now I got a driver come. Yeah, Landon.
Hey, Mike, what truck should I put him in? I can put him more in mine, but that truck's not gonna work in order to get him back down there tonight. He's just got the history with it and won't even go up there and stay built up long enough to do anything. So I'm probably gonna end up taking him a truck up there or meeting him up at least 3/4 the way up there.
Okay. When's he leaving out?
He's about to get his paperwork right now.
He's already getting hooked up?
Yeah, he's trying to hook up. The problem is he said now it's building up there initially, and as soon as he starts getting on the brakes, it won't even hold it. So, like I said, I think he's right when we talk about the air dryer.
Yeah, I think it's got to be an air dryer situation because it's popping off and not sealing back up. because it's got to, when it pops off the bleeder, it's got to seal back up so it'll build back up, and that's probably what the issue is.
Get him one up there. We have one that we don't need tomorrow.
Yeah, that's that.
Switch it out once they get it done.
I need every one of mine tomorrow. That's my problem.
Yeah, I do too.
That's
The only thing I could do is I need to get to Charlotte for a need.
yeah.
Make it down there. I don't think he's gonna make it down there, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I mean, I could always get him a truck. Problem is having his vehicle there to get out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they're gonna need a truck in the morning, so that's the problem.
Yeah. He's not. What time do you leave out going to Talladega?
I gotta leave here at 8:00.
You got to leave at 8:00.
Yeah, I gotta be going at 8:00. So
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm gonna run him something tonight. Obviously, if I have to. If he can't get to.
Well, you can get one from the shop. I'm pretty sure we got one of these. Call Larry and double check, make sure we got one of those fixed. I think we got one of those radiators jobs finished. We got both of them pulled out. I didn't get a hold of Jim in time to find out if we had one ready to rock and roll. But I think we do.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get that done. Only way I can do it is if that truck would be able to get back to the shop that he's in. That's the only question mark. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if we can, can they delay him a little bit and let him bobtail down to Cherville and get another truck?
Yeah, I might have to do that.
And just tell them, we got, if we can delay it a little bit and just tell them we got an issue. I mean, an issue is an issue. Both truck.
Yeah, they'll be fine. It's just a Charlotte run. I mean, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It won't be the end of the world. I mean, he's got to go to Knoxville or something.
Right.
Yeah. I'll call Larry and see which one truck got done.
Yeah. Call Larry because I do not know. He was supposed to call me back and find out from Jim, but all right, just find out if you can.
Thanks, Mike.
See you. Boy, sorry guys. My real job gets in the way, doesn't it? Sounds like we got an air dryer situation on a truck. Hey Joy, how are you? Yeah, I'm just up here at the Napa store, and then I've got a couple of phone calls been coming in. Got an issue with a truck. Sounds like an air dryer. We got one that's popping off and not sealing back upright, and that sort of stuff. Well, Jerry, you live near Lenexa, do you? Well, that's yeah. Well, hey kid, how are you? Yeah, I'm trying to just do some late night things, and okay, now I got Steve. It's showing. Let me see if I can add him. It's not showing his camera. My son. Let me see if I can. There's mute mic. Okay. Let me see if I can bring him in. I don't know if it'll let me. It's not. Steve, can you hear anybody? Steve,
I can hear you.
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
I don't know if I got just his microphone or not.
Yeah, you just have my microphone.
Okay, hold on a second. Is it just got your microphone on?
Yeah, because I don't.
Let me turn my volume up here. I think I got my volume way down on my speaker. Can you hear me? Whoops! Can you hear me, Steve?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Steve,
can you hear me?
I don't know if I can hear him or not. Steve, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm barely hearing you, I think. I don't know. Let me check my volume on this. I'm trying to do too many experiments here tonight. Can you hear me any better, Steve?
Yes, I can hear you fine.
All right, I'm gonna take you off the screen because I don't see your video, so I'm gonna take you off. I think, yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna take you off of there since I couldn't. Could you hear Steve well? Okay, all right. It must be my speaker that's low here. I've been trying to. Let me. Darn it. I'm not doing any good, am I? I can't hear my own. Let me see if I can hear anything. I'm gonna. Steve, you can't get your camera going. Let me.
Plugged in direct.
Steve, can you get your camera going?
No.
Oh, you can't?
No, not yet. I'm going to have to figure out a way to pass the video to the PC. This camera only goes to the phone and it records, but it doesn't pass through. Not yet, anyway.
Okay. Well, I'll just take you back off since I can't get you in here.
Okay.
Maybe we can try to do that another day, son.
Yeah, I'll have to work with StreamYard to get it. I have to get my settings.
And I can't, for some reason, I can't get the volume off of you, but everybody else seems to hear you. My end's bad on that. All right, I'm just going to take you out of the system there.
All right.
I'll catch you later, son.
Okay.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, I was trying to get my son Steve there. Yeah, I've got a few new ones here and there. I've been trying to get a few extra ones in here and try to increase the channel a little bit. It seems to be growing a little bit here and there, and we're trying to, do what we can do. So far, so good. Yeah, I was the same way. I couldn't even get the volume on. I don't know what's going wrong here. I don't know if I've changed my preferences on my speakers. It's got it there. I'm just not getting it like I want to. I'm trying to do too many things here. I think. When you're getting out here and you're trying to, he was coming in clear. Okay, well, I guess it's my end that was not coming in clear. I should have been able to hear him too, and I couldn't hear him on the audio part. But I wasn't going to be able to have a conversation with him if I couldn't hear him. So it wasn't going to do me. I was checking my speaker. I use a Bluetooth speaker over here, and it evidently is not kicking. It's not doing like it's supposed to tonight. I do not know why. I might have to, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe, okay, that's the input. Okay, the output. Okay, it's got the output on that. Let me, left, right. Sound effects. Nope, it didn't work right on that either. Doggone it. Technology is failing me, guys. I'm trying to get my technology working good, and I can't. I do not know. It looks like everything is working fine. Oh, hey, Trucker's Life. How are you? You're in Rollins, Wyoming. Well, that sounds like it's a nice, cool place to be right now. They had some snow out that way, a week or so ago? Was it Wyoming or Montana? I can't remember where it was at. Somewhere out west. I know it was. Okay, now it's coming in. Now I'm getting some sound. All right, I don't know if my son's still in here or not. Steve, let me see if I can get you. Let me see if I can add him back to the stream. Steve, are you Are you in here now? Let me see if I got you muted there. Let me unmute that.
Hey, I'm back.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me unmute. Are you back in here now, Steve?
I'm in here.
Well, everybody else is hearing you fine. For some reason or other, I can't hear you.
I don't know.
It's really weird for me.
Yeah, I'm here though. I've just got my microphone plugged direct.
It's
PC.
really weird why it's not. Let me go on the settings at StreamYard because I am okay. There's my mic. All right, let me go into that and see audio, internal. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That may be the reason right now. Now, can you hear me, Steve?
I've been able to hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Great. The problem was I had something changed on here. Now, okay, I can hear you fine now too.
Okay.
But you can't get your audio. You can't get your video going though, can you?
Yeah, it's recorder. It doesn't pass through. I've got to work with that to get it to pass through.
So you can't get into the settings, and so it's what do you have to use? The HDMI cable out from
No,
it?
it doesn't have an HDMI port. It's only going to throw it to a streaming. So I'm gonna have to find some software to capture it, I guess. We'll see.
Okay, go to the settings. Can you go to a settings on the StreamYard and have it to check your video and your audio?
Yeah, but I don't have a video hooked to this PC. The camera's separate.
Okay, so yeah, you were gonna have. I thought. Now, are you going through your camera's microphone?
No, I plugged the microphone directly into the PC.
Oh, okay, you did it that way.
Yeah,
I got you. All right. Well, we'll have to. You and I'll have to experiment later because we were wanting to see how he got him a new camera. What's the name of that camera? A D.
It's the DJI Osmo Action.
Okay.
So it can be used as a webcam, but there's software. It doesn't actually directly plug into your PC as a camera.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, it's not like a webcam.
Yeah. See, I'm using the Logitech here,
Right?
And it's got the microphone and everything because I'm using an external microphone. I use the Blue. I got the Blue Ball.
I mean, worst case is I can get on and do it probably through a Chromebook.
Oh, will it go through a Chromebook?
I bet Zoom works through a Chromebook.
Well, try it through a Chromebook.
I'll go upstairs.
All right, just I'll save the link and just see if you can't jump on it with that same link.
All right, I'm leaving the studio.
Okay, leave the studio. All right, we'll see if we can get him back in there. I was hoping to get my son in here. My son and I both have birthdays this not this weekend, but next weekend. We both have birthdays. My son's birthday is one day before my birthday, and he'll be 47 and I'll be 39. How'd that happen? I'll be 39 for the 30th time. Let's say it that way. Yeah, but we'll get it done. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just experimenting, guys. I hope y'all not. Yeah, I timed it pretty good. My wife, when Steve was born, she said, "Oh, I hate I couldn't get him on your birthday," and I said, "That's fine. In a way, I kind of like for him to have his own unique birthday." And Steve's son's birthday was actually this past Tuesday. So my grandson, he turned 15, and Steve will turn 47. And then I'll turn, like I said, I'll turn 39 for the 30th time. So I'll be 69 come a week from Sunday, a week from Father's Day. And gosh, don't I look good for my age? Oh, that's Steve's Chromebook. Hey, yeah, there you go. All right. I'm gonna add Steve. Put a little bit of light behind you there, son. It's a little bit dark. I'm gonna add you to the stream. You look. Can you get somewhere it's a little more light?
Maybe. I'm not allowed to have lights. Saves money that way. Hold on.
Yeah, you're coming through good. No, oh yeah, there you go. There you go. What'd you do? Go out
There
to the
we
garage?
go.
Yeah, out to the garage. Yeah. Now, of course, all I'm seeing is your hair.
Good. There's not much of it anymore.
Oh no! Wait till you get my age now, son. That's when you don't. That's when you get a whole lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your camera. There you go. Put your camera down a little bit lower. You say hey to everybody. Yeah. Put it down.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. Drop it down just a little bit lower there if you can.
I don't want to go too much lower.
No. Yeah.
They might find out I'm not wearing any pants.
I don't care. Yeah. All the guys in here. This is my son Steve.
The baby.
The baby of the family. Yeah, he's got an older sister. But he's. I know you guys can't see any resemblance between the two of us here.
I was adopted.
No, I hope not. I paid for you for a lot of years. I hope you're the real thing. I think you are. I think you're the real thing. Whoops. I got Landon calling me here again. Hey, bub.
Hey, I'm headed to the shop. He can't even get built up enough air to move right now.
All right. All right. Did Larry tell you which one?
Yeah, they told me which one. I'm just worried about. I may not be able to get back to the shop. He can't get his train. They can't get built up enough air to do that.
Well, just shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. And what'll happen a lot of times if it's that valve, it will close back up, and then you can just build it up then and move it. He's not stuck under anything, is he?
No, he just got a dolly. That's it.
Okay. All right, that's fine. We can get the dolly off of it. All right. What did?
I hope that we can get back. I'll be on the way to get back.
No, I'll come get you if we have to.
All right, just be updated. Let it sit for about 45 minutes. See what happens.
Right. Okay. We'll just do that, and I'll catch you later. See ya. Yeah, we got an issue with a air issue. Aren't you glad that Landon's doing it instead of you, son?
Yep.
Yeah. Out in your shop, it lights pretty good out there.
Yeah, this is those LED lights. And I've only got two, but when I replaced the LEDs, those fluorescents with those LEDs, that made a big difference in this room. So
yeah, it does. Lights up good.
Yeah, it does. And that's only two on. I've got two more. Well, one of them went bad. One of my cheap ones went bad, so I got to replace it. But
I got some. I got a pack of 10 down at the house. I'm gonna get. Me and Michael have got to do. I'm gonna try to get those replaced in my shop. A lot of those shop fluorescents have burnt out, and I got to replace them. And I've got. Yeah. I'm gonna hang those up this summer if I can. Get me and Richard and maybe Michael. I don't know. Michael doesn't need to be on the ladder though, does he?
I don't know.
Get him some experiment. Let him. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were having to get closer to the microphone.
No, I'm scratching my chin. I'm hoping nobody sees it because I think I've touched my face 10,000 times.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But now just tell the people now you work for your Baldor division. It builds what, Steve?
Electric motors. So electric motors
for like air compressors and what else?
Well, most of our stuff's bigger stuff going into the energy industry. So you'll have stuff for petroleum, you'll have stuff for mining, things like that. Kind of slow right now. A lot of businesses are slow. Oil prices are down. When oil prices pick up, everything picks up, and we'll be running full steam
So
But
yours is energy related on a lot of things.
yes,
Now, are y'all still doing the coal mines and everything
Mhm.
too?
it
What's
is,
coal
but it's gotten slow. It's gotten really
Yeah.
slow.
And how about steel mills? Y'all still doing steel mills?
We can, but that really, we really haven't seen too much of it lately. To be honest, if you're
Yeah.
not selling the Nucor steel, there's not many domestic steel mills anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Most of them are overseas.
Nucor's one of the last ones in the U.S., isn't it?
Yeah, that's and they're a strong company, but they're about the last ones.
Yeah. Maybe we can get some of that turned around. I think a lot of people are seeing politically that we need to bring jobs back, and hopefully this will create some opportunity for people to bring jobs back and companies to get a little bit smarter, because we got to keep it domestically here. We need those jobs here, and we can't let everything be subbed out to Korea or China or any of the other companies with everything. Although y'all do a good bit with China the other direction, don't you? Don't y'all export?
Well, we were, but they found they will continue to find ways to displace us. So that's kind of where they're at.
They're bad to copy that.
Well, and they are, and they're legislating us out of it as well. So they're forcing customers to use domestic products, kind of like
what we're trying to do.
I wish we would do, but they're a communist society, so they were using this for maybe 10 years, but now it's running to the end, I think.
Yeah. Now you were doing a bunch of tire manufacturers in Korea at one time, weren't you?
At one time, yeah. A little bit different product, but we used to sell quite a bit of DC motors to some of the tire manufacturers for mixing equipment, and that still goes on. That particular product, I don't think we make much anymore of, and it's hard to say right now. The whole world economy's down, but it goes through cycles. We're in a down cycle.
Yeah. Well, until we can, like I said, until we can get some of this energy going back again, and I saw that in the trucking end, the fracking and everything else. They opened up some of those pipelines too. I think one of the major pipelines opened up back in February, if I read right, and that killed some of the fracking because they're now getting it out of Canada. I think that Canadian oil's flowing into the system now, and that's hurting the fracking and the transportation in some of these oil fields. So are y'all selling a lot to the oil fields?
Not like we used to. We used to sell quite a bit for drilling, but with the price of everything, energy's down right now, so we're not selling a lot of that.
So we're down. You were selling the motors for the drilling itself, then, were you?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering about that. So, in other words, the big oil well drills that you see that are not really fracking on that, was it? That's just drilling, isn't it?
That's drilling. Yeah, that was basically those guys refer to it as a tool. They like to call it a tool. It's just a big drill to them. They take these motors and attach gearboxes to the end of them, and then basically drill the pipe. I don't know the whole process. I've never seen it firsthand, but basically they'll drill a certain length of pipe, pull the drill out, push the new drill in, basically torque it up.
Sort of like well drilling. I mean, like water well drilling.
Yep. On a big scheme, but yes.
Yeah. Now, what size motors are they getting like that, Steve?
And our we were selling anywhere from 400. 400 was a good spot. 600 was the newer spot. We haven't sold too many of those. And then
600 horsepower.
Mm-hmm. And now, years ago, we were doing 1,300 horsepower. We did a lot of 1,300 horsepower, or actually 1,340 back between 2007 and about 2015. We did quite a lot of those.
Now, is that DC or AC?
Those were AC. Those were AC. Most of the DC motors that we do are going to be more general purpose. There, you'd see some of the tire manufacturers and things of that nature.
Yeah. Well, which one will get a higher torque? Is one of them better than the other? Is DC better than AC, or
not necessarily? The DC motors were cheaper typically as far as the total package, but as time's gone on, AC motors have the drives and the cost of the package would come down and the maintenance would probably come down. So if you looked at total cost of ownership, a lot of people wanted to stay with AC. Big DC motors, you have to change brushes. You had to be able to maintain them. So
yeah,
in some cases, that's not very conducive if it's on a plant floor where you have access to it. We were still selling a lot of DC motors overseas. Still will continue to do that. On the small end, maybe forever.
Now, when you went out, you used to sell to the old drills out on the out in the ocean and everything too.
Yes, that was the big ones. Those are 1340s.
That was the 1340s. There were and they had to have huge generators for that because they had to produce their own power, didn't they? On the ship.
That's a good question. I don't know how they were doing that because they were offshore, so they probably.
Well, they had to then. I don't think they was doing it solar.
Yeah, they couldn't run Duke Power to them. That's for sure.
That's right. So they were having to use big diesel engines.
They're probably diesel engines. Yeah, they're probably diesel engines to a converter.
Yeah, and then converting that. Now, was that DC or AC?
That'd have been AC at that point in time.
When it gets so large, it goes to AC.
Well, I suspect, I never have thought about it, but I suspect it was all AC. Most of the equipment on that oil rig, from the winches to the drilling equipment, would have been AC. Now, there probably wouldn't have been much DC on those.
Yeah.
I mean, there was talk about 5-6 years ago about high voltage DC, but I don't know whatever came about that.
Well, that's like, now what was it? Tesla, the inventor Tesla, not the car.
Yeah.
But he was big on he wanted DC more than AC.
No. You're getting that confused with Edison. Thomas Edison was DC.
Edison was DC?
Edison was DC. Tesla was AC. He was the one that invented the induction motor.
Okay. Well, you're I'll let you correct your old man here.
Yeah. Yeah. Thomas Edison had a lot with DC, and that's what, in a lot of ways, how he wanted to go. But Tesla was really big on
the AC,
the creator of the AC induction motor, that kind of the basis of what we do day in and day out. And then he was big in a lot. They were both very sharp guys.
Yeah, Tesla actually worked for Edison and then broke away.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. He worked. What's that? I can't remember the name of the plant that was up in New York.
Right.
But a lot of people don't realize that right here in North Carolina, that I think is like the number 3 or 4 a big motor generator and everything was right down here at Lowell, North Carolina, or McAdenville, where we have our McAdenville lights and everything. They put in one of Edison's first motors was put in down there and was run off of the Mountain Island Dam down there. And, it was made their first hydro plant. So it's sort of interesting that that comes about and all that sort of stuff. Well, Steve, I hope I hadn't bored you. Yeah, you've been a good guest for me tonight. I hope
we know what works now. I'll have to get with my DJI. Like I said, I got to get some software to make it work, but This
Now,
is pretty,
is that your DJI camera or is that the Chromebook?
no, this is just a Chromebook. This is that HP Chromebook, and it's just quick and simple. But this is what I've used for Zoom before.
Yeah.
It's really the way to go because it's all built into this little Chromebook.
Yeah, it does good. I was hoping to see how that high definition camera it was doing because I may have possibly ordered a drone. I don't know.
We're working on with the drone next, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
Think trucking, drones, Napa.
Well, your mother doesn't need to hear this broadcast, so keep that amongst us boys here.
Yeah, I will. When it shows up, we'll have to grab it right fast.
We'll have to grab it and put it up in the air. I got it. I got it with 3 extra batteries. I did like you with the other camera. I found a couple of things. What's comfortable, man? Saying Westinghouse. Yeah. Now Westinghouse, yeah, that's a big competitor of Baldor.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Well, but yeah, Westinghouse. I'm trying to remember. Whoever's the comment is. That's right. Westinghouse, Edison, and Tesla were all. In fact, I might have my story wrong. I have to go. There's a really neat, or used to be really neat
documentary
video biography of Tesla on Amazon Prime, and it may have been that Tesla worked for Westinghouse, but Westinghouse was big in.
He worked for Edison. Tesla worked for Edison.
Yeah, but then I think
he may have broken away and gone to Westinghouse.
It might be that he licensed the AC induction motor technology to Westinghouse. Right. Because Westinghouse became the big player back in the early 1900s.
Yeah, well, he got the contract with some of the cities. Westinghouse got if I remember right, they were all vying for placement at these cities and everything to light certain cities. And
yeah, the big one was the damn Niagara Falls, and it was in that video. I'm trying to remember now, but
yeah.
I won't say Westinghouse got that contract for Niagara Falls.
Well, a lot of them, like I said, Westinghouse and Tesla and Edison, all of them. Of course, Edison started. What is Menlo Park? Isn't that the name? No, that's I'm gonna go drive myself crazy trying to figure that out. Now, I think Menlo Park, that may be on the West Coast. I believe that's the computer stuff. I'm confusing. But there was a place in New York City.
Yes.
That's where all this was started. And
well, it was
New York State. I
remember right. The World Trade Center, the trade fair. Not what's it called?
World Fair.
World Fair. There we go.
Yeah.
That was in that video.
Yeah, the early 1900s. Yeah. Well, hey, Shoestring's another trucker on the eastern part of he's down there in Greenville, North Carolina. You see him. He's a FedEx freight driver there. Oh, you went to Charlotte today, did you? Yeah. Shoestring. I don't know why I'm getting a flicker. Am I getting a flicker on your side?
Yeah.
Yeah, my screen was flickering.
Yeah, you're losing, or something's wrong with one of your lights.
No, it's not a light. It's the camera. The camera was flickering.
Might not the camera. Don't tell Mom.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to buy another camera, won't I?
That's right.
Yeah. I had one of the I had a little USB light back here, and it was dang if it ain't my camera. Let me you stay on screen. I'm gonna remove myself.
All right. This is the Think Trucking Junior Show now.
Now let me bring myself back in, see if it does it. Yeah, there I'm back in.
You're back. I was telling everybody the Think Trucking Junior Show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Steve, and for the guys that are just coming in or whatever, this is my son, Steve. And I was telling him earlier that you and I both celebrate birthdays next week.
Next week.
Yep. You'll be 47 and I'll be 39 for the 30th time.
Right. Yep.
and my grandson, Steve's son, just turned 15 Tuesday.
Yep.
And we've been out,
driving,
and he's driving
or training to drive.
Yeah. We're training him to drive. It's been an experience in itself right there. So you pulled a set to the Charlotte Hub this morning and set empty, but yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, that's a good going to Greenville North. That's a 10-hour run. That's for sure. I took Steve down there one time for was it something in track?
No, I had a summer week there at ECU.
Oh, right. Yeah, at ECU, you had a summer.
It was a program in high school we went to.
Greg Collins went down.
Greg Collins went. That's right.
Yeah. That's. But yeah, like I said, for you guys that are just popping in, this, like I said, this is my son. He's actually Michael Stephen Jones Jr., but we call him Steve. He doesn't go by Junior. He doesn't go by the second or anything else. We give him an individual name. And so he goes by Steve. I go by Mike. And our grandson goes by Michael. And so we can kind of distinguish between all three Michaels. Although his son is not a third either. He's Michael Lee. They changed it up and named him after both grandfathers. Heather's father's middle name is Lee, so my grandson's name is Michael Lee. So he's not we don't have a trip or a third or whatever with him. So we stopped it off after Steve. Yep. Yeah, I didn't even know if I wanted to call him Steve originally. His mother did. So that was his mother's decision, not mine. I didn't know if we needed two Michaels out there, and now we got three. So we're doing pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, we're look at you skimming all the different. I can I jump in here and I can actually put them up online. Say like there's the Trucker's Life. I can stick them up there. And there's Ponca. Now Ponca's been a long time. Yeah. And there's Renegade. Yeah, he said he's still having computer. I chat with Renegade a good many times. Yeah, and then Trucker's Life said they had no snow today. They had some snow out west. Wow. They're out there in Wyoming, and they said I-80 was shut down last week out there.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. This works pretty good, Steve. Pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I like the way we can do this. Now, if I can get this off, and I was trying to, now I can't get the comment off, but that's all right. But yeah, we're trying to experiment, and Steve is my technical guru when I got problems. Steve went to NC State as an electrical engineer and got his computer engineering degree, and then also he's a licensed electrician and he's an electrical engineer. So I'm very proud of this man to the right of me. That's my son.
Some days, most days,
most days I'm proud of you.
Some days.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this because Father's Day is coming up, and I'm expecting something pretty good here. Coming.
It'll be big. It'll be big. It'll be a big bag that we can hide that new drone you bought by accident.
Hey, when you're on the computer and you go click, click, and it's got that one click through, and you can't change it.
That's right.
It automatically just goes straight through.
Yep, and it empties your bank account too.
Well, it can. Yeah, and I got to do that. Of course, I got to take your son up to one of my friends' place today, and he got to see somebody with that has a very bad habit of buying things.
Yes.
I have a good friend. His name's Jerry Richardson, but he's not the guy that owned the Panthers. He's another guy, but he used to be a contractor at FedEx also. And Jerry, he is a Corvette fanatic. He has 5 Corvettes. He has a 71, 73. Then he has, and of course they're normal. They got a few miles on them, but then it jumps up. He has an 05 that has 5,000 miles on it, and then he has an 11 that has 900 miles on it, and then he has a 15 that has like, I want to say it only has like 600 or 700 miles on it, and he has them all covered up. But when I took Michael into Jerry's shop and everything, and with Jerry's a big collector of everything, and then when he saw all the old cars, he wasn't impressed. But when we went inside and then we flipped back the covers and he saw those brand new Corvettes sitting under there, his eyes got big then. So he was impressed. He was impressed then. He wanted to see that. Okay, what was Walter saying here? Yeah. I'm going to a sale next week myself. I have a friend that passed away, and he had a big salvage yard and everything else. He and his son, actually, unfortunately, his son passed away early last year, or a little over a year ago, and then he passed away this back in the fall. And he's got a big. They're going to have a big sale at his place, so we're going to have to. I guess I'm going to have to go check it out. I'm forced to. It's too much down my line, so I'm going to have to do that. Okay, Shoestring, you going? Sleepy time for you. I'll be safe, Shoestring. Be safe. Yeah, you be safe out there too. It's getting sleepy time for me and you too, isn't it?
That's right.
It's almost 11 o'clock. Has Michael got soccer in the morning?
He does. He does.
Does
He can start at 8.
Well, you get him in bed early for a change.
Yeah.
My grandson is my grandson's very bad about staying up way too late.
Yep.
But I'm gonna get off here and let y'all guys. I've enjoyed it. I'm glad I got my son on here, and
see you guys and gals.
Yep, and we'll talk to you at another time. So, see you guys. Now end the broadcast.